come from? I learned this in class.
Yeah.
So that's what I get for trying to do homework ahead of class.
Which is good to do because it makes you think about it first.
Yeah.
So, Spiro is where you have two cycle groups that meet at one point. Right, so we're going to call this Spiro. And then what you do is you have these brackets. In Spiro, you write lowest to highest first. And you don't count the connecting points. So in Spiro, we have a cycle group that has 2 carbons, and we have a cycle group that has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we write 2.4.
Oh.
So just to reiterate, you write Spiro, then you have brackets, and then you go lowest to highest in Spiro, and you number how many carbons are on the group, but you don't count the connecting carbon. So this one just has 2, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then after that, you write how many carbons you have total. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a heptane.
But why isn't it not 4 and then 2?
They just for some reason decided to go smallest to biggest.
Okay.
And then if I have substituents off of this thing, you number the lowest one first. So let me number, so I have these 2 methyls off here, right? And you start with the lowest cycle group first, and you'd pick the carbon that makes the lowest locant number. So I'm going to make this carbon number 1, so that way I have a 1-methyl. If I had made this carbon number 1, it would have been a 2-methyl. So I'm going to pick this one to be carbon number 1. And then you go through your smallest, and you come to the point in the middle. And then you can either go up and around this way, or you can come down this way. But you want to go the direction that keeps your methyls at the lowest.
Okay.
So if you're numbering, so notice you don't number at the first point here. You number at the carbon closest to there.
Okay.
For example, another way I could have drawn this is, let's say I'd have had this guy. I still have to number this carbon number 1, and that 2, then 3, 4 all the way through.
Would
So
you? Oh.
You have to
because
make.
You have to make the last one number 4.
Well, you
or
have to make
the middle one.
You have to make the carbon, the first carbon, closest to the intersecting point, carbon number 1.
Okay.
And so you could either choose these 2, and you number it so it makes your substituents lowest. In this case, it wouldn't matter because it's 1, 2, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be that one of those first carbons. So let's go back to my old structure. So then I just write here 1, 5 dimethyl spiral 2,4 heptane.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So things to remember: the spiral, 1 intersecting point, brackets, lowest to highest. You number lowest to highest. You start at the first carbon away from the intersecting point on your lowest one. And also it keeps. In this one, you can either go, you can do like a figure 8 when you're numbering it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. But if my methyl would have been, say up here, I could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't have to be a figure 8. Here, what happens is this is called a cyclo, right? Or is it bicyclo?
Yeah, bicycle. That's the one we did in class. We're very similar to it.
It is called a bicyclo. This one, you put brackets and you number highest to lowest.
This one's high and low.
So this one you do 1, 2, 3, and you don't count your intersecting carbons again, so it'd be a 3.2.1.
Right.
In this one, it's possible to have a 0, because if I have just a straight line between the two, this one here is just a line, so it would be a 3, 2, 0.
Oh, okay, I did see that in the homework, yeah.
So you can have a 0 if there's like no, it was just a straight line between 2 points, because there's no third cyclo group. And then this way, when you're numbering it, you actually start on the intersecting carbon, and then you're going to number through the biggest one. And then you go to the second, and then you jump up to the third.
And it doesn't matter which intersecting carbon you choose.
Yeah, whatever puts the lowest substituents there.
Right, okay.
Now, here's the thing though, is when I'm going this way, let's say I have a methyl here, and the methyl here. So I have a methyl here, so I'm going to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
This one, remember how once you got the intersecting point, you go either way?
Right.
This one, you have to keep going in order. I couldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.